Hey, Raindrops, the queen and king of reality show tour is back. Nene Leakes and I are coming to a city near you. Friday, June 5th, Houston, Texas. Saturday, June 6th, Dallas, Texas. Get your tickets on sale now at kingdomrainint.com. That's Kingdom, KINGDOM, Rain, REIGN, Real Housewives of Atlanta star K. Michelle says she has watched her husband sleep with other women, and her only rule is he better not pay their bills. So, panel, what do you guys think about that? If you're in a relationship with somebody and they wanted to do somebody else, would you be okay with that? Granted, that she's married. So is it different if you're married versus a relationship or dating?
Um, I just said this on my podcast. I'm ethically non-monogamous, so I'm fine with my partner sleeping with other people. Sometimes we talk about it, sometimes we don't. One of my boyfriends likes to see me with one of my other boyfriends, so like I'm into all of that. However, I have said if you see a person more than twice, you like them. And I don't want my partner to necessarily like you shouldn't know their siblings' names, their birthdays. You shouldn't be calling to check on them. In my book, I used to be a side chick. I used to love, like I used to be insecure, okay? And I used to say all the time, I don't think the wives would be mad that maybe they were sleeping with me because they were athletes. I felt like their wives expected it. But I was like, if their wives knew that I got birthday gifts and that niggas helped me go through college and they paid to help me get a laptop when I started my podcast to edit the episodes. Like those men actually were investing in making me a better woman. And I always said, like, had the wives known that these men were doing that with me, I figured that that would hurt them more than their husbands just sleeping with me. So I actually understood what K. Michelle was saying here. And as a wife, I wouldn't want my partner taking a liking or caring to a woman. I would be fine with them though pumping and dumping essentially. And I know that's gonna sound terrible, guys. I
That
don't give
don't make
a
no
fuck.
fucking
I
sense.
know I
And
don't
I'm gonna
give a
tell
fuck.
you why. I'm gonna tell you
I don't
why it
give
don't
a
make
fuck.
no damn
Y'all
sense,
bringing my
man.
headache back again.
That don't make no motherfucking sense. First of all, wouldn't you want the interaction to be transactional as opposed to him wanting to just fuck her and her wanting to fuck on him if they're fucking for free, right? Because he's not paying a bill, right? If they're fucking for free, that is fueled by feelings, emotions, and desire. Wouldn't you rather him buy some,
A payment
right?
to fuck is different
Yes.
than a woman saying my rent bill is due or my
No, it's
I
not.
it
What?
is.
No, it is not. What you're
It
talking about
is.
that would feel different is if he had her bills on auto pay every month and was facilitating her lifestyle. A fee is the same thing as giving you $2,000 at the time to buy a computer. That's the same exact fucking thing. That don't mean he love you and care about your business working out. That
I
means you was the
disagree
girl
because
he was fucking.
we're
That
still
means you
friends to
as a
this
nigga
day.
that
We're
well,
still friends to this
right. Well,
day. He absolutely cares
congratulations.
about
Happy
me.
birthday in that particular case. But typically, most niggas that's got bread like that don't give a fuck about dropping a bag on a computer, a purse, a car down payment, a rent payment, a security deposit for a place. That's what niggas do. That ain't nothing. That don't reflect. Of course, you want her to have somewhere to wash her ass, you know what I'm saying? So you can eat it later on. So yeah, you'll pay rent that 1 month or whatever if she down on her luck type shit. That doesn't always indicate and endearment emotionally.
Doesn't
To me, the safe bet is to have that nigga. First of all, if your feelings is that attached to him having sex with somebody else where they'll be affected anyway at all, you don't need to be in no relationship where your nigga having sex with nobody else because emotionally you're not prepared. Second of all, paying a bill is just that. You know what I'm saying? I just think that's a lot of arrogance in what K. Michelle specifically said. What the fuck you mean they singing your songs in the
Oh
mirror?
yeah,
No,
because
they're
that was
not.
crazy. That was
No, they're
crazy.
not. You
That was
think
crazy.
everybody know your music and love it and they don't. You make good songs and you can sing, but you are not
Yeah.
Tchaikovsky. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't understand why that assumed arrogance is there and it was showing up in the things that she was saying connected to that. I think a lot of times people are more attracted to the delusion and the fantasy of this person who you've already established, who you've already established a casual sexual relationship with you showing displaying signs that reflect them having a deeper desire for you. I think that turns people on in that situation when they should just be fucking and moving on.
I do
That's
think
all
there's a
I'm saying.
misconception though with men with money just
Hmm.
spending it just to spend it. A woman can ask for money from a millionaire, a multimillionaire. If he don't want to give it to you, he don't. And a lot of women
Hmm.
do fuck for free. So if a woman is asking for help, a man will say no, whether he has multi-millions or not. So no, just because a
To
man
some women,
is worth,
yeah.
yeah, but what I'm saying is that's not necessarily the go-to. So whether a man has money or not, if a woman goes and asks for it and he gives it, there is some level of care to either keep dealing with that woman or make sure
As
she's
your male,
good.
as your friend with a dick, okay, who has a lot of straight male friends with money that have multiple women partners, free yourself of that notion mentally, my friend. It
Okay.
don't mean nothing other than that they said yes that time. That's simply
Okay.
what it means. Now, if you have a personal relationship or a connection with a person that's deeper than that, and they're doing that plus spending time with you, talking
Yes.
to you about your feelings, to know, getting to know your friends and family, that's indicative of a deeper bond. But the
Which is why I said
purchase,
those things matter to me.
giving the
Like, don't
money,
know the personal stuff.
giving the
Yes.
money don't never mean that the nigga give a damn about anything that happens to you 5 minutes after he walks out the room. Just please put that in your pocket as you walk away from this conversation.
All I know is shout out to Olani. There's a woman in London
Mm-hmm.
who literally over the last few years on Twitter, she literally asks her followers, whatever man you are fucking right now, ask him for bill money. It could be $100 for nails, it could be your light bill, and see what he gives you. And majority of the women find out how little these niggas care about whether these women can pay a bill or gonna get kicked out into the streets or not.
And
So
then what did they do? They kept fucking with him
who
or they
knows?
left him
Probably
alone.
because women be delusional. They
Yes.
probably did. They probably did.
So,
I
Claudia, what you
Claudia.
think?
I know Atlanta's gonna get mad at me. This is so typical in Atlanta. The
Oh,
women will do all these little new fake rules and act like they're cool with it to keep a man. They, to me, when I lived there, and maybe it's not just a land thing, the South especially, put up
I
with
will
so
I will actually agree with you that I wasn't aware of the levels of this being okay
it's a
until
Southern thing.
I the thing is that I'm not gonna say Southern because I think respectfully I haven't been around a lot of the states, but I can say with Claudia emphatically in the Atlanta culture, this is normal.
it
Okay.
is. It's like they will go, and we know these people that grew up in the church, grew up with their parents around them.
Hmm.
We know they want a relationship, a monogamous relationship. Of course, there was exceptions here and there, but I've seen so many women that I know that they want a monogamous relationship. But what's more important than anything to them is to say, "I have a man.
Mm,
Where's yours? I have a husband."
yep.
A husband. You do, but your husband's acting like a single man. So I feel like, and they use that to shame single women all
All the
the
time.
time. And I was so surprised that K Michelle was on this. When I heard this, I'm like, girl, you ain't cool with that. I think she's brainwashed herself or convinced herself to feel like that's okay to have a husband because that's how a lot of women measure their level of success or value is if I have a man or a baby. And I
Yep.
need y'all to free yourselves from that shit. Stop thinking you're better than the next woman because you have a husband and they don't. Yes, I also don't have bacterial vaginosis every other week.
And some of
Okay,
y'all kids ugly too.
ugly
Oh,
kids. You
oh,
have your pH levels are thrown off. You're constantly going between bacterial vaginosis, yeast infection, bacterial vaginosis because you're letting your man have sex with other women. And when he washes his dick in her sink and then comes home to you and has sex with you, he thinks it's clean because he's ignorant. And that's how we know y'all cheating. It's a built-in lie detector test for us. It's a built-in lab testing facility. It really is. Honestly, I'm telling you. And these women
Data
will,
center.
for real, they really will think
yeah.
like, well, I have a man. You do, but I wouldn't want your situation. I would never want that situation. And K
Wait,
Michelle,
what did Jordan Woods say? Babe, I wouldn't want your situation.
wouldn't want it.
Yeah, yeah.
I
Wouldn't
don't
want
want it.
it.
I
And
don't
let
want
me
it.
just tell you this: how ass backwards. And I've been defending K Michelle, but this is silly to me. This is so goofy to me. You saying you're more mad if he pays a light bill, which is about $40, okay,
$40.
than him having sex with a woman. Let me tell you something. And just look at Rada and Michael Blackson. They had the open shit for a while, and guess what he did?
Had
Eventually,
a
the
baby.
condoms come off, and guess how much the child support is going to be? It ain't going to be $40. It's so ignorant to say this. Like, K Michelle, what's wrong with you? This is
I
like
do
a
also want
bad.
to say Play the
We
play
know what's
the
wrong with her.
play the Drake interlude. Where's your stuff from Maid of Honor? It literally leads into a woman be like, babe, you got a man, but where's your trips? Where's your
Yeah.
bag? What do you have outside of just this man and being able to say you got a man?
I'm sick of seeing women embarrass themselves, like
Yeah.
going along to get along, just so they can say and feel better than the next woman that they have a husband.
And the
And
niggas ain't shit either. Much respect to the people who give women a fair opportunity to consent to being involved in a
Yeah.
situation like that, right? Because if you're lying and being
Yeah.
deceitful and misleading women into to feeling secure in y'all's relationship, but still flagrantly cheating on them and shit, you're the problem. Like
Thank you,
you are the
Dustin.
problem on some
I
real
appreciate you
shit.
saying that because the
Yeah.
consensual thing, like for me, it's honest, it's open. I also like women, so we get bitches together. Um,
Yeah.
so there's like a open just dialogue
May
on.
I ask this question,
yeah, if
Chicken
you
Mandy?
want it, it's okay. But when
Right.
a lot of these girls are getting coerced into doing things, and they actually Jedi mind trick these women to
Yeah,
actually think that they
Oh, that
want
ain't
this too,
cool.
and they don't, and they
yeah.
But
don't.
I will say, if I want to be fair, and
Okay,
Hmm.
Mandy, I just have a question for you.
okay.
Now, I will say, and this is me having a lot of female friends too, uh, who don't have my Patreon. Okay, a lot of my girls, a lot of my girls, to want a light bill paid or to get a bag, they willingly sleep with men that they know are in relationships. And I will say this.
Hmm.
I will say this. I hear y'all about K Michelle's cockiness about their singing my songs. I will extract that from the conversation
Hmm.
on the record. So let's extract that. But I will say a lot of these women do go after men who are with celebrity women. The
Hmm.
man don't have to be famous, but there
True.
is something about oh
Yeah, I took
Taking
um
Cardi's
him.
man. I
Yeah.
got kicked.
That's why
Yeah,
y'all won't
yeah, yeah,
never see
yeah.
my man. I used to bring my man to the sex clubs, and he was cheating on me with fans, bitches that literally listened to the show that knew who I was, and I literally said like, I'm like
The one I like.
the one you like, the one that was just he was just here.
I love him. Oh,
Um,
that's who was there?
yeah,